Also, I'm trying to figure out why do her tits have their own lung capacity. In fact, I don't want to know.
Uh,
They literally
yeah,
look like they're
of
trying
course
to
I have.
escape her own chest. Hello and welcome to another
Alright, hang
exciting
on a sec.
episode of I don't actually know what the fuck I'm going to call this because we don't really have a category for something like this. I'm your host and sometimes referee, Zach Stad Pearson, and today I'm joined by someone who is using his built-in friend obligations to make me look at something I know I'm going to hate and would rather be clipping my toenails. A one Pikamitsu.
Well, hi. Hello there. I'll trust you. You're gonna have some fun along the way here.
I sincerely doubt that. So for the uninitiated, Pikamitsu has impromptu decided that I have to experience Nikke. But since I have unfortunately been stricken with a little thing I like to call dignity, maybe lack of degeneracy, whichever one of those categories I'm in, maybe somewhere in the middle, he will be playing it instead of me coming anywhere near having that shit on my phone, laptop, and any other place where Nikke may be found. So why don't you tell us about Nikke?
Okay, so first things first, I want to make sure that, because for those of you who are not in person,
Pika, you gotta put this. You gotta go into settings. You gotta put this game on mute. If music plays, the whole video's audio could get muted.
Oh, alright, so how do I end up doing that then?
Now, as you were saying.
Okay. Yes. So, got us a victory, Nikke, and you can still see everything on your screen, right?
Yes, I can see the strip club aquarium you're in.
Okay. So this is actually it's an unlockable background from the Dave the Diver collaboration that they recently did, with a summer event last month. Nikke has collaborated with quite a few things, both anime and video games. They collaborated with Chainsaw Man. They collaborated with Nier Automata.
That's cool, but
and
you were supposed to be teaching me how this game functions.
Yes, I was just giving you a tiny bit of background, but if you want to get right into the functionality, I could just show you the basics of basics. So mainly this game is about the story, which is the campaign, and the events that come out for the game. Every 2 weeks, a new character is released to pull for. Yes, this is a gacha game. So if you are horned up enough and your wallet is fat enough, you can keep that level of horned up to the maximum. But anyways, every 2 weeks with that new character comes a new story event that centers around said character. So even if you are completely caught up to the latest chapters in the campaign, which is, I believe, now chapter 32, since they just released 2 new chapters this past Thursday. I've not completed them yet. I'm taking my time. But the story is extremely deep. So I will go into a campaign battle real quick just to show you what the gameplay is like.
Here I go.
Now, mind you, this is from a person who's been playing since day 1. So your team composes of 5 Nikkes.
Let's go.
You have you have different weapon types. You have shotguns, assault rifles, rocket launchers. I like to use assault rifles, and right now this is automatic control, so you can basically no hand to this. Or you can take manual control aiming, which does need to be done when you're first starting the game. You have to earn the ability. Oh, these are burst animations to let you know that they're using their special ability. They're just little mini cutscenes.
That's not why I said that. I don't feel like you knew that. Or did you not see it?
But yeah, oh yes, I saw. But I've seen it so many times, at this point I just don't care. I just want to make sure that they are getting out and I'm getting my burst through, so I can just completely beat ass, which you just saw happen.
I'm not gonna touch the
The
amount
tougher
of parts
parts
in that one
are.
statement.
But
You want me to get on it? Oh, wait, that didn't come out right.
Are
yeah,
you serious? Are you serious?
Let's
You
go.
heard that right?
yes, there are quippy voice lines
No, that
which
wasn't
characters
quippy.
can say.
Don't even try that. That was not quippy. That was slutty.
Yeah. The character that line came from is literally the perverted nun of the game, which started out not perverted until another member of their squad literally gave them a porn video, said, hey, take a look at this, and then they suddenly came perverted, which is basically how 80% of America gets turned on to porn. If they do get turned on to porn, they get turned on to porn by someone else.
I don't want to know if that's true or not. I'm more so just depressed that the one fetish I do not talk about or advertise, and somehow this game has a character devoted to it. That's depressing on so many levels.
Mm. Well, as I'm about to show you, so I will hop out of the main area here. I was going to show you the EX level, which is the harder versions which come out rarely during stages, where you have to take manual control of both your aiming and burst activation, so they actually make you put in the work. But, I mean, I can show it to you if you want, or we can move along.
Show me the EX. I'm pretty sure I know
Alright.
what's going
Here,
on.
everybody get ready.
So,
I will move as
so
you wish.
EX stage, I have to, okay, keys here. So, all the aiming you'll see in burst activation, this is now manual.
Under the light of the kingdom, behold my ultimate blade. I'll take lead. Everyone follow me.
Okay. And for those of you who cannot see, which is everybody, I am manually controlling the characters here. I am obliterating everybody right now.
So everyone is on the tail end of the screen.
So yeah, the default view is the character in the third position, and then you have 2 on your left and 2 on your right. You can switch to any of the characters to control their shooting at any point in time. What I usually like to do is I like to take whatever weapon type that I like to use the most, which is assault rifles, keep them in the middle, so I can take aim for them whenever I need to. If something special comes up that I need to use a different weapon, then I switch.
You had the katana master in the middle, though.
Yes, the character in question, Scarlet, uses a sword, and it is counted as an assault rifle.
That is the dumbest thing I've... No, I can't even say that's the dumbest thing I've seen today. I've been watching Nikke.
But yes, so that pretty much does it for the basic kinds of things, like your map traveling, your battling. That is pretty much the entirety of combat. There are a couple of types of combats. What you just saw was your basic shoot everything until the boss comes out, then kill the boss. There is also a kind of like a King of the Hill type thing where you have a beacon in the screen and you have a meter that either decreases or increases depending of the amount of enemies that are inside the area of the beacon. If you can keep the beacon clear of enemies, the bar will increase, but if enemies fill it up and you can't kill them fast enough, it decreases. And if it decreases all the way, you lose it. Okay, tower defense. And then there's another mode where you have a wall on the far right side of the screen, and enemies come from left to right, basically plants versus zombies. Kill the things before they get to the far right side of the screen and break through. Too many break through, you lose. And that's time limited. You have to survive for the time. And Then there are boss battles, which are completely different. You just basically kill the boss and you win.
Show me a
But
boss battle.
each of the bosses. Alright, let me see here. The reset did happen, so I can go into here. Through interceptions, bosses do switch up every 24 hours between a set cycle. This is the easiest of them. And this is technically the first boss that you fight in the game.
I'm on my way shortly. Under the light of the kingdom. Show them no quarter.
Now, bosses will normally be stronger than this.
Can you switch
But,
to somebody else being in the middle of the screen?
Wait, yep. I just did, but then I killed the boss.
A commendable battle. But I desire stronger
But yes, I
opponents
can.
next time.
I can do a mock battle, so I can switch between the characters real quick.
Okay.
Alright, 1 second.
How much money have you spent on this?
I am actually mostly free to play. I can say that I've spent under $100 since I've started playing, and like I said, I've been playing since day 1, and that's been over a year and a half now.
Remain standing.
So you're just always behind.
This game is...
Can they even hit you back?
Yes, they can. And when you are shooting, you are actually peeked out from cover. So, like, above their health bar, there is a blue bar. That is your cover bar. If you press space, you go behind cover. So whatever would normally hit you instead hits cover. But, of course, cover has health. You lose your cover. Then you get hit no matter if you're hiding or not. But each individual Nikke's cover is counted by itself. They don't all share just one cover bar. They're individual.
Show me that made character's stat screen so you can explain the stat screen.
Okay, let me bring up her. Okay, so this is a stat screen. It doesn't have the model up with this specifically. So you have HP, attack, defense, self-explanatory. Each Nikke can equip 4 pieces of gear, a helmet, a chest piece, gloves, boots. They can be leveled up to level 5, and then they can be over-leveled, so that you level them up from 0 to 5 again. But when you reach that first crossing, you get stats ranging from 1 to 3, and they can be random stats, and you can roll to actually have them either replaced or improved. And then you have skills. Each Nikke has 3 skills. Some are passive. Yes. Some are passive, some are active, and then they have their burst skill, which shows by having that little animation come up. These skills can be leveled up to a maximum of level 10. And then there are harmony cubes. Harmony cubes come from a different area of the game where it's like kind of like a puzzle, but you have to figure out things how to... It's like a puzzle to figure out, but after you complete certain levels, you get harmony cubes, which has statistics themselves, attack, defense, HP, and also specific skills. Like for this one, it can increase the maximum ammo capacity for the Nikke in question, and elemental advantage. I have a Nikke where they use a machine gun, and machine guns generally have the largest clip, and it is, yes, her. Normally they have a clip of around 300, but if you give your equipment ammo capacity increase, like that one's up by 69%, 64%, 69%, 69%. That's basically a 240% increase in ammo capacity. So that's nearly 900 bullets in the clip. Plus this, which adds another 30%. That's a lot of bullets, but that's not even the biggest thing, because with other Nikkes in the party, with their skills, I believe it's her. Yep, on burst, you automatically reload 40% of your complete magazine. And that's for everybody. So,
What happens
when I'm using
you
this
run out of
team,
ammo in a mission?
you reload, you have unlimited ammo, you just have to wait out the entire reload time, which is detailed with the weapon. Reload time is 3 seconds for her with a machine gun.
Okay.
But with all of the boosts to max ammo capacity and the reload from her, I literally just hold the attack button down and I don't fucking release it. I just keep attacking. Of course, the only downside is I don't use cover with her, so if she keeps getting repeatedly hit, she can go down quickly. But it's give and
Who is
take.
your best character? Not your favorite. Like, what character has the best gear, best stats, all that shit?
Okay, let me go back to my lineup here.
Congratulations, you're
So we
probably
go
going to
into
be the first
Nikke's,
video of the
which,
month.
yay. My best all around, I would say, is Scarlet.
No, I mean
Even
like
though
top of
it's
the
an assault
top, creme de la
rifle,
creme. Who is the ultimate character in your roster?
yeah, like I said, it would have to be Scarlet.
Okay.
DPS is absurd, even though there's a low ammo capacity. They buffed her with higher attack, but with each time they land 10 normal attacks, they lose 4% of their total HP. So basically like a glass cannon, but can be fixed with the right team members.
Okay. Pull up that
So,
nun character.
okay, yep, that
The
is
model.
Rapunzel.
Yep. Yep. I didn't think it was possible. I no longer have a nun fetish.
You ready? Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop fucking lying.
But that's okay, I still have goths.
Believer, tell me, when can we finally submit to our
You can
desire
stop now.
to do whatever we wish?
Okay, let's see. Was there anything else that you wanted to show off?
Yeah. So, what I wanted to do is, and this is a little bit extra here,
This
but
whole game
I wanted to
is
take you
extra. I'm offended you said something is extra. This whole game is extra.
So, this has been done by quite a lot of people that have played the game and streamed it. What they do is they go through the Nikkepedia, basically a dictionary, but of all of the released Nikkes, whether you have them or not. I have almost all of them.
That is depressing.
Almost. There are still a few that have eluded me.
Mother of God, that's depressing.
Right, so I'm just going to scroll through. Now, you see most of them are like colored or whatever.
Yeah.
Some of them are in gray and have the locked symbol. That means I do not have them yet. So, just real quick before I start, I'm just going to scroll through. There's another one. There's another one.
Hold up, was that Makima?
So I'm missing about... Okay, come again?
Was that Makima?
Yes, Chainsaw Man collaboration. They had Makima, Power, and Himeno.
Seriously? Okay.
Mm-hmm. But yes, I was saying, the Nikkepedi, what they do is they go front to back, and they just get quick opinions on what they see. So, but I know you're kind of about things. So, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna bring someone up. You give me your immediate first opinion. Then I will click on them. They'll do a little voice line of their little idle animation, whatever. Then you give me a second opinion. And then we'll just move on to the next character, and you let me know when you have had enough.
This is going to be very short.
Yeah, I might have had a feeling. So, and if you want to know anything about the character, let me know. I know a little bit about most characters. Some have kind of been sent into NPC hell even though they're playable, because they don't pop up in the story anywhere. So, first up is Emma here.
Existential crisis.
Okay, and then...
Whenever you feel tired, I'll be there for you.
Prostitute.
Okay. Alright, so she's a healer. She's actually kind of like the motherly type that cannot cook for shit. Like, her cooking is literally poisonous. Alright, moving on. Privity.
Is that a name?
Yes. Some names in this game have a, like, kind of... Geez, what do you call it? It's like, it's taken from a part of a thing that's related to, like, a common theme for a group.
Okay, well, my first thought is
Like,
generic Hatsune Miku.
okay, kind of partly right, but...
I told you, I don't like sugary coffee or anything like that. Really.
Generic Hatsune Miku.
Okay. She is, like, basically the tsundere of the game. Like, the tsundere. Alright. Well, Signal.
We're gonna skip this one.
Yeah. Moving on. Polly.
So they're just deciding what their job is and trying to turn it into something that sounds like a woman's name. This is obviously a character who they didn't feel like naming, so they decided, since it's a police, hey, let's cut off the CE. So it looks like Polly.
Okay, yep. You're starting to get the hang of it. Some things will either be chopped off or slightly reworded to fit the group that they're in.
That's almost insulting to the IQ of players, but we're talking about Nikke, so...
Right.
Commander, I cracked the case today. Aren't I a good girl?
Yeah, so there's a reason behind that voice line, which is actually behind their Bond story, which I forgot to mention. Each Nikke has a Bond story. It has 5 parts. Each one has 5 parts. You get to learn a bit more about their background. Polly's story is that she was actually a police officer before she was killed in an accident. I believe it was a terrorist bombing accident. And when she was being revived, like that one of the big 3 leaders of the groups that make the Nikkes, not only was she a friend of this woman here, like the owner's dog also died. So a little bit of the dog's DNA got spliced in to this officer while they were making the Nikke, and you get this.
Can that little information card be moved? Or
Yes, one sec. Oh, and some of them have alternate outfits.
We're not going to be looking at those.
Mm-hmm.
How do you show the full character without, like, something in front of them?
Shoot. Fuck. Shoot.
They didn't put a way to do that in the game?
There we go.
Oh.
There we go. Yes, she is decked out with a baton, ready to beat someone's ass. She is the serious one of the group.
What is a Nikke in canon exactly?
Okay, basically, it's an android. It's a human brain, with a mech body. Parts are interchangeable, but if the body is destroyed, as long as the head remains intact and is attached to another body within, I believe it's like 1 to 2 hours, the Nikke can go on and survive.
Dr. Giro shit right there. Okay, why don't you go and show me some of them crossover characters? Go pull up Makima.
Alright, 1 sec.
Are there any male characters?
Playable? No. There is a reason behind that. That is story-wise.
No, the reason is not story-wise. We all know it.
Yeah, the closest thing that you are going to get to a male is this.
It's voiced by a woman.
No, I'm not uncomfortable inside here at all. In fact, there's nowhere I'm more comfortable than here.
So basically think Gundam, but the actual mech has like an AI intelligence of its own, so the pilot and the mech can communicate with each other.
Now, you shoot with the character's ass or tits either in cover or behind cover. How the fuck does that thing look?
It's got a lot of tailpipes. Yeah, but that thing is fucking huge.
I feel like this was an experiment that failed and they just said, fuck it, it's a character now. So yeah, go down to Chainsaw, people.
Yes.
What's her burst?
So that's the only thing that I'm really sad about. You can look at everything, but you cannot trigger their burst activation like manually through this U mode.
Well,
the only way you can do that
animation.
Oh, sorry. If they have coat off mode.
Wait, what gun is that? What the fuck?
Is that an SMG? Hold on. I think that's
it
an
just
SMG.
looked fucking weird.
Yep. Yeah, because like I've not watched the Chainsaw Man anime.
I have not.
I'll admit it.
I didn't see her use that gun, and I'm on Chainsaw Man too. Okay.
But yeah,
where is the eye? Not 2B, the eye patch girl from Chainsaw Man. I thought I saw her. Well, you have a search function.
Oh,
right?
Himeno.
Yeah, you can just look them in the search. Okay.
Yeah, they made her to a SR, so that's the rank below the highest rank, SSR.
Okay.
She was free to get.
What the Okay, they're just making up items for them to shoot.
Yeah, I think they didn't really use, like, guns in the anime, did they?
No, they didn't. They could even find a way to make them fit. Wow, okay. So
they just kind of had to give them things.
Was there anything else you wanted to show me, or can we get to the part where I ask you awkward, comical questions that depress me?
There are a few like specific Nikkes that I did want to show you real quick.
Okay.
Like most of like the fan favorites, quote unquote. I did show you Rapunzel.
And ruined an entire genre for me.
Volume. Volume's self-explanatory. She is an idol.
Is Volume.
Yes. Member of the squad, Prima Donna. Hit Music Squad.
They don't even want to try. You can buy
made up
a
of volume, noise, and
Japanese to
aria.
English dictionary, or you can buy a English name dictionary and just randomly hit something, and it will be better than half these names in here. Also, I'm trying to figure out why do her tits have their own lung capacity. And in fact, I don't want to know. They literally look like they're
of
trying
course
to
I have.
escape her own chest.
Yep, I have to do this.
You're not trying to get me wrapped up in a scandal, are you?
What the fuck? Do that again?
Yeah, she's got the attitude
Are
of the
you
group.
okay with me calling you manager? How does honey sound?
They even gave her a fucking thigh jig. Oh my god. You know we're almost 40, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
okay, was that the last one you wanted to show me?
I think there's one more.
Bro, hit the search button and type the name. It won't take that long.
I usually search by them, like by site, not by name. There are so many fucking names. Salt Maiden. Yeah. So
She looks like that
her
character from Project Justice or Rival Schools 3. Violin, I think her name was, or something. Maybe Violet, yeah.
Yes, but
They said from then on I could take off my face mask when kissing. Kiss who? Well, you already know the answer to that.
Who was kissing
Yeah,
with a
that
fucking
is
face
a-
mask on?
people when COVID was going around. Anyways, there is a reason behind that voice line. Because her special ability, she is a part of a Nikke neutralizing group. Her tongue, like, actually is able to control Nikke's actions. If she takes off the mask and executes an order, like saying stop or freeze, anyone who actually hears that, any Nikke, actually does stop or freeze in their place. It's something.
Cool, so
But,
about those questions.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say, that should be it, so go ahead.
Chronologically, how old
No.
were you when you first started playing this game?
Like I said, I started playing day one. I believe this came out late October, early November. At the time, I was currently, as far as mobile games are concerned, I was playing Puzzles and Dragons and Crash Fever, so basically puzzle type mobile games, just to pass some time while I was working.
Let's try this again. The question was, how old were you when you started playing this game?
38, 37, almost 37.
Okay. Now, don't worry, I'm not gonna, dig you in a hole, theoretically. Or at least I'm not trying to, but we're talking about Nikke, so. Okay, second question. Hypothetically, let's say you had a girlfriend. If she found out you played this game and saw the game and didn't like it, would you stop playing the game?
If she didn't like it, I would stop playing. However, I would show her that first, before listening, that it is more than just the quote-unquote plot, that there actually is a deep story to the game, like actual enjoyment to be had.
Not touching that one. Moving on. Do you just not like bullet hell games, or did bullet hell games not have enough smut for you?
I did try bullet hell games, a few of them. on mobile because I do play most of like my games on mobile. This just happens to have a PC version as well. Bullet hell games just did not control well for me on mobile. Like I need to have like the keyboard kind of controls just for like those quick movements and whatnot. So bullet hell really kind of fell through as far as mobile is concerned.
Scrolling shooters and rail shooters pretty much don't exist anymore, so unless you got an emulator, and even then, you're not going to be really playing anything new unless you really go and search for them in physical La La Land. So, on some level, I understand that, but then the tits in the ass come in. Are the characters over the age of 18 at all? Like, any of them?
Yes. I would say like 99% of them are over the age of 18.
Oh, that's actually
There's,
surprising.
at the very least,
And I'm not saying that to be sarcastic, that is legitimately surprising. Before anyone
yeah, there is
in the
at
audience
least
decides they're
one,
trying to
like,
bully him.
right, there's at least one for sure person that is under the age of 18.
Yeah, we already seen her.
Even
We need to
though
see her
they,
again.
well, no, it's this one here with the penguins. Even though they try to play it off in a special event cutscene where she actually goes into a bar and says, "Oh, I can drink alcohol," takes one sip of a shot, and then spits it out immediately.
So she's not 18. They just made her 18 for North American market so they can get away with it. Gotcha.
Yeah, and to be fair, they did not make her slutty at all. They kept it absolutely classy because if they even tried one tiny bit of that on her, this game wouldn't have even made it past 3 months.
As someone who isn't a literal and genuine degenerate, I somehow think that is inaccurate, but don't get me wrong, I would prefer if it was.
If you underestimate cancel culture, you seen the kind of shit that's been going around just in general?
Yes, I don't underestimate shit with cancel culture because cancel culture existed before it had a name. It's called Too Many People Hate You Permanently or Too Many People Hate You Right Now. That's all it is. The shit don't change. It just got a new name. Case in point, Michael Jackson.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Even though it was proven innocent.
No. He was sometimes innocent. Did he sexually assault a child? Hell nah. Did he do some fucked up shit? Hell yes. Those are two different things, and that's the thing that I hate the most. The shit that he was accused of, that was heinous, he ain't do. The shit that he did do got glossed over because of the shit that he didn't actually do, but people said he did, which has got to be some of the most ironic shit. But, you know.
Yeah, and when did those cases happen? Was that, like, what, early 2000s, was it?
Yeah, those cases happened. He went to court a bunch of times.
Right, I'm saying, like, the time that they happened, was it, like, early 2000s?
Yeah.
Right.
It was Dreamcast and Michael getting in trouble. Okay, so...
Yeah.
No male characters whatsoever.
Playable.
How does that somehow make it worse? Okay, well...
Well, they're...
I'm trying to think of some redeeming feature of this other than it makes a shit ton of money unnecessarily.
Well, I gotta say, like, the one part that you had me, like, kind of mute out, which I don't think is necessary because they have released, like, tracks on YouTube and they make them, like, openly listen-toable. Like, I believe their music is on, like, streaming platforms just to listen to for free. And music has been used in backgrounds in many a YouTuber's video.
That doesn't mean that they're
for this
allowed
game,
to get profit from it. When you use music, whether they allow you to or not, They can claim all monetization, even if it has nothing to do with the video. This I assure you. However, on top of that, for the past like 4 months, there's been a rampant AI that's going around and literally copyrighting, claiming every fucking thing that they can, even if the companies themselves are not using the AI, and YouTube has barely done fuck all about it. So that's why I'm saying that, because I'm not one of those people who likes trying to upload the same video 5 or 6 times over because there's something that keeps getting caught, whether I can prove that it's fair use or not. I fucking don't like that. And you guys are lucky on so many levels, because a lot of y'all, like 70-80% of y'all just show up and talk. I do the hard shit. So that's why I said that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But just saying real quick.
Is there a reason that you would
game,
prefer this over Zenless Zone Zero by chance? Don't get me wrong. Zenless Zone Zero seems to be obsessed with trying to make titties defy the laws and concepts of gravity, but it at least made a plot that is very PG-13. Let's say that.
But yeah, I'm still playing Zenless Zone Zero. I have gotten through the story to the point where you're just basically waiting for more story content to come out.
Is that the hub world?
Come again?
Is this the hub world?
Yes. This is the part of the Outer Rim. This is the outpost. Basically, you get to build up structures here, and within those structures, you get neat little things to do, or you get items from them, conversations. Some of them help your character progress. This specific area where I'm going to, the command center, is where you raise bond levels. You can listen to the music in the game through the jukebox, or you can go to your recollection area. You can look at all of the cutscenes in the game that you've seen, which basically tell the entire story. So you can literally just click on each one of these and just go through the entire story so far, which is, like I said, 32 chapters. Or you can go into the archives, which they started about, I think, 6 months ago. You can unlock some of the older events. So if you're a newer player, you can unlock events in the past to play through them again and see the story from them, and get the unlockable backgrounds.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to let you know, point blank, I have not, nor will I be judging you as a person based off of one video game. I've known you too long to do that, and it would just be me. However, my opinion of Nikke has not changed. It is quite literally exactly what I thought it was. And then Chainsaw Man showed up. Was there anything you'd like to tell the audience about Nikke?
Okay, yes, so and like I said, I've been a day one player, so I saw the advertisements for, the pre-release, and of course, I was drawn in by, I was drawn in by the horny. That is what got me in. That's what drew me in. That's what got me to start playing the game. Once I actually started playing the game, and I started going through the story, because horny can only get you so far as trying to keep a game afloat. You need to have good content in order to keep the game afloat. The story, the combination of the main story, the campaign, and the event stories that come out every couple of weeks, regardless of if you pull a Nikke that comes with it or not, that is what got me to stay. The depth of the story, the way it plays out, the way that makes you think, oh, okay, things are good, and then, oh, things take a little bit of a turn, but okay, now we're on top. And then, oh hell, all hell's breaking loose. Okay, when are we going to get on top of this? Okay, we're kind of on top of this, but we're not on top of this. Oh hell, it got worse. Okay, what the hell's going on here? Oh god, hell. But it's that story that just, and I love a good story. It's that story that just keeps me entertained, that just keeps me, like, bringing me back. And the fact that, like I said, they release event stories every 2 weeks, 90% of them have been good. They've been really good. There are a couple of busts every now and then, but it's rare. Most of those event stories, every couple of weeks, are really good. So that's what keeps me coming back. That's what keeps me to keep doing the dailies so I can level up my characters, plus the solo raids and the union raids, which are like your guild raids or whatever on bosses, things like that. Co-op that happens every couple of weeks. Everything all together, that is what keeps me playing Nikke.
Okay. Well, with that being said, I learned many things. Chief among them, I think every single thing and thought I've ever had about Nikke was accurate. Whether or not that's a good or bad thing is up to you as the individual and the law, depending on where you're at. So, oh yeah, I guess I should say this is not a sponsored video, but let's be honest, ain't no way in fuck people think I would take a Nikke sponsorship for this channel in the first damn place. With that being said, I guess I will see you guys in the next video, which I promise you will not feature Nikke, nor will Nikke come up in my search history. I want to take this time to thank Pikamitsu for ruining sexy nuns for me, and I will see you in the next video or whenever he next has something he wants to show the audience. Got any closing statements? Got any closing statements?
Honestly,
Yes.
keep an open mind when you're looking for new games. You'll never know what you might find.
Unless it's Nikke. Then you know exactly what you did.